Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so delighted to have you joining us today for our very special service. I am Reverend Karen Foster, and this is our Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Northern Nevada Zoom worship for today, where we recognize that it is our diversity in its many forms that makes us rich, and we do not have to think alike to love alike. If you're new to us today, if you're a newcomer, there is a note in the chat that you can fill out your contact information so that you can get to know us better and we can get to know you also. Just a couple of notes about our Zoom service. You will be muted throughout the service until you go into coffee hour after the service, and then you will be automatically unmuted at that time. You can feel free to use speaker view or gallery view for the settings for the way that you would like to view our service at various points today. You're also invited to put comments in the chat box, especially during our time of community prayer and meditation, where you'll be invited to express your joys and concerns. And as I mentioned, at the end of our service, you'll be invited to gather in small groups for informal coffee conversations. It's my great pleasure and opportunity to welcome some very special guests that we have with us today. Joining us from Auburn, California, we have Reverend A.J. Tyne and the Sierra Foothills Unitarian Universalist Congregation. And from Delaware, across the country, we have Reverend Karma Amos and the folks from the UU of Central Delaware. Finally, we have joining us Summer Albieti, who is our new Pacific Western Region Congregational Life staff person of the UUA. We want to welcome all of you to our service today, whether this is your first time or whether you've been here many times. We invite you to be at home as we participate together in our service today. Last, but certainly not least, I couldn't be any more excited to welcome back to our community once again, Emma's Revolution. Emma's Revolution provides much of the music that is so important for our movement and our justice work. They are at the forefront of providing the songs that move us, that inspire us, that give us strength, that keep us going. And so today is a most perfect day when everything that can be said has already been said. We turn to music, right? So with that, let's give a wonderful UUFNN welcome to Sandy O and Pat Humphreys, Emma's Revolution.
Good morning. So great to be with you all this morning.
Thank you all so much for having us. And we love being part of this bi-coastal event on such an important Sunday. So for all of these songs that we're going to be singing, there's going to be a part for you to join in with us. And we actually wrote this song back when we were singing at the UU Church in Leesburg, Virginia. So we're with you there on the East Coast. In this song, Pat's going to sing a line, and we'll all sing back. In the first verse, we'll all sing back the words, "In the light." And then in the second verse, when Pat sings a line, we'll all sing back the words, "In the dark." And in the third verse, we'll sing, "We begin."
We have come in the light to this place, in the light with our hearts, in the light open wide. We are here in the light giving voice, in the light to the truth, in the light we divide. Let us sing for today. Let us learn better ways, showing love in the light, giving hope in the light we create, in the light better days. We are born in the dark, we are fed in the dark, we connect in the dark through the veil. We are held in the dark, we are healed in the dark, mysteries in the dark we reveal. Let us sing for today. Let us learn better ways, showing love in the dark, giving hope in the dark we create, in the dark better days. Time is now. We begin where we are. We begin, we have all. We begin that we need to renew. We begin to release. We begin to rebuild. We begin to believe. Let us sing for today. Let us learn
The gift of music we celebrate today. Music has the ability to transport us, to help us shift. It can be immersive. May today, music be for us moments of joy and serenity that we can return to again and again in the coming days. So you're invited this morning to sing along, to let the music be a full body experience. Let the music move you. You're invited to grab your chalice from nearby and light it as we light all of our chalices together. And I offer this reading for our chalice lighting today, The Gift to Sing by James Weldon Johnson. Sometimes the mist overhangs my path, and blackening clouds about me cling. But oh, I have a magic way to turn the gloom to cheerful day. I softly sing. And if the way grows darker still, shadowed by sorrow's somber song, with glad defiance in my throat, I pierce the darkness with a note and sing and sing. I brood not over the broken past, nor dread what time may bring. No nights are dark, no days are long, while in my heart there swells a song and I can sing.
Take the seed that you have, plant it here, give it water and time for a day or a year. Take the seed that you have and plant it here, give it love, give it love. Now you can try that with us. Take the seed that you have. Take the seed that you have and plant it here, give it water and time for a day or a year. Take the seed that you have and plant it here, give it love, give it love, give it some love, give it 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 love. Take the dream that you have and dream it here. Give it courage and time for a day or a year. Take the dream that you have and dream it here. Give it love, give it love, give it some love, give it 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 love. Take the song that you have and sing it here. Give it strength and time for a day or a year. Take the song that you have and sing it here. Give it love, 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 give it love.
Our reading from this morning is from A Power Governments Cannot Suppress by Howard Zinn. To be hopeful in bad times is not just foolishly romantic. It is based in fact that human history is a history not only of cruelty, but also of compassion, sacrifice, courage, and kindness. What we choose to emphasize in this complex history will determine our lives. If we only see the worst, it destroys our capacity to do something. If we remember those times and places, and there are so many, where people have behaved magnificently, this gives us the courage to act and the energy to act, and at least the possibility of sending this spinning top of a world in a different direction. And if we do act in however small a way, we don't have to wait for some grand utopian future. The future is an infinite succession of presents. And to live now as we think human beings should live, in defiance of all that is bad around us, is itself a marvelous victory.
This song is a love song, and it feels even more potent now that we're all sheltering apart from one another. Just to remember that though we're distant from one another, we're still here for one another. If I love you all my days, would it be so strange if it stood in sharp contrast to all the bad news swirling around? We can take in just so much. We forget to touch. Then we pause for a moment in the eye of a storm. There is calm. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest in me. In the time that we have now, we are learning how to seek sanctuary wherever we are in this love. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest.
For the next few moments in our service, we'll take the opportunity to share of our resources with one another. We do this virtually in several different ways rather than passing the basket among us. You can text 73256 and then put UUFNN in the message box and hit send and follow the instructions and the prompts. You can also mail a check to our address that's on your screen. And the most convenient way is to sign up for automatic giving. You can contact the office and Carol will send you a form. It's so easy. It's what Sue and I do. We don't have to think about remembering to write a check. And it helps the Board of Trustees and the staff know that we have stable income coming in that we can count on. Our Share the Plate recipient for November is the Nevada Youth Empowerment Program. This program recognizes that a number of homeless, parentless, and undereducated youth continues to rise at an extreme rate in our community. They believe in guiding women from poverty to opportunity. And NYEP's intent is to produce outcomes such as high school graduation, employment, college education, independent housing, good citizenry, and avoidance of welfare. They offer many services, including affordable housing, opportunities for youth to participate in volunteer activities, life skills training, and a clothing collaborative. In addition, they conduct the annual homeless youth count, which is critical to identifying the number of youth needing services. This count is used to match resources for those needs. Now, I want to make sure you know that the Nevada Youth Empowerment Project receives no government funding. And it's our generosity and others like us who make a contribution that is critical to creating life-changing conditions for this vulnerable population. I want to say a word of heartfelt thanks to you for the way that you have stepped up over the last few months and kept our community on stable financial footing. Thank you so much for your generosity, and thank you for giving generously to the Nevada Youth Empowerment Project and to UUFNN. Let our offering begin. Would you join me now in the dedication of our offering to the work of this fellowship, which is helping more people grow in love, faith, justice, and joy. We dedicate ourselves, and these are offerings.
We wrote this song in this COVID time in response to the killing of George Floyd and so many others who came before, just to put out into the world more tools to help express people's rage, people's grief, people's anger, and people's need to come together to bring us up to a place of true justice and community and end this state of institutionalized racism. So feel free to sing along. This has many sing-alongable lines from wherever you all are. Our people gonna rise. Our people gonna rise. Listen to our cries through the pain and lies. Our people gonna rise. Our people gonna sing.
Our people gonna sing.
Our people gonna sing. In spite of everything, hear our freedom ring. Our people gonna sing. Our people gonna fight.
Our people gonna fight.
Our people gonna fight. For what we know is right. We're marching to the night. Our people gonna fight. Our people gonna grieve.
Our people gonna grieve.
Our people gonna grieve. Whatever you believe, we have the right to breathe. Our people gonna grieve. Our people gonna pray.
Our people gonna pray.
Our people gonna pray. Take our rights away. See you on election day. Our people gonna pray. Our people gonna rise.
Our people gonna rise.
Our people gonna rise. Listen to our cries through the pain and lies. Our people gonna rise.
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 And we have another song to sing for and with you. We're activist musicians, so we write songs with the idea that you would be singing there, whether we're in a service or whether we're out at a demonstration or in a concert. And we learned how to do this, or why to do this. We learned the power of having you all sing along with us from the guy that this next song is about.
Pete Seeger was a dear friend and mentor to us. I got to know him in the mid-'80s, and I moved eventually to the Hudson Valley to work on the project that he helped start on the Hudson River to clean up the Hudson. And we were friends for close to 30 years. And I was at his bedside in his final moments where we sang to him for a few days leading up to that moment, and just remembered all the remarkable things that he gave us, all the ways that he taught us the beautiful metaphor that listening to one another and singing in harmony is to take out into the world. So even though we can't hear one another right now, you'll be able to easily jump onto this chorus, and as Pete would say, don't just sing in unison, sing a harmony part and just sing it out. When I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy, a magic musical machine from a drum, a stick, and strings. I couldn't know as I would play. I lived to meet the man one day, playing the songs that shaped my life and taught the world to sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people sing. The summer of my 18th year in San Francisco he'd appear. I jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The road was full when I got there. People came from everywhere. I climbed the redwood by the stage to watch the
bring you one more song that you can sing along with us. And it's a song that maybe is just perfect for this moment when we have this bi-coastal community here. We wrote this when we were at Star Island, as we were part of, you're going to keep that on for after. I mean, you're going to use it after.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Thank
When we were part of the Loretta conference, working with and learning from and teaching the religious educators here in the UU denomination. And when we were talking about how this service, this moment before this week, before this month, before whatever happens, we certainly will need moments of calm to keep ourselves calm, and perhaps the ocean is a place of calm for you as it is for me. So the way this song works is I sing a line and you sing it back. And because we can't hear you sing it back, I'm going to sing it back with you so that you can hear what's happening here. So picture yourself near the water if you love water. If you don't love water, if you're afraid of it, picture yourself somewhere else. We're going to sing about the water. Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Warm me, sun.
Warm me, sun.
Swing low, swallow.
Sing low, swallow.
When day is done.
When day is done.
Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Bless me, moon.
Bless me, moon.
Though I leave here,
Oh, I leave here.
I'll come back soon.
I'll come back.
Add some
soon.
harmonies. Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Warm me, sun.
Warm me, sun.
Swing low, swallow.
Sing low, swallow.
When day is done.
When day is done.
Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Bless me, moon.
Bless me, moon.
Though I leave here,
Though I leave here,
I'll come back soon.
I'll come back soon.
Though I leave here,
Though I leave here,
I'll come back soon.
I'll come back soon.
Today we bring many, many emotions and feelings to this service, and in particular to this time of community meditation and prayer. Not one of those emotions or feelings is wrong or right. There's no judgment about the way that we're feeling. Whatever is. They just are. And so today I'm so grateful for the gift of this community where we can all be connected, even in a time like this, where no one is alone and we can reach out to one another, and we know that we are all held in that mystical, mysterious heart of love. And today in this music, we are bound together. I'm so thankful for each of you. I'm thankful for the gift of music and the ways that it can help us to navigate these days. You're invited during these moments to put whatever is on your heart into the chat box, and we'll take these few moments of community prayer and meditation, honoring everyone's heartfelt intentions and desires and hopes together. We gather all of our sorrows, all of our worries, all of our fears, those that are held even in such deep places that we have no words. And we gather our joys and our celebrations, our thanksgivings, the intentions of our hearts, our hopes, and our dreams. And we hold them all together in the heart of love. Amen.
Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Warm me, sun.
Warm me, sun.
Swing low, swallow.
Swing low, swallow.
When day is done.
When day is done.
Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Bless me, moon.
Bless me, moon.
Though I leave here, I'll come back soon.
I'll come back soon.
Though I leave here, I'll come back soon. I'll come back soon.
I want to thank you so much for joining us for our service today. It is our highest hope that the music from today will carry you through the coming days, and you can return to it again and again and again, especially this week. If you know of someone who needs support, or if you do this week, please reach out to our office and we will make sure that you are not feeling alone. Beloved, I want to say to you today a couple of words as we enter into this week. You know, there are three possibilities of what might happen this week that I think we need to name. The first is there might be a clear winner. The second possibility is there might be a winner that might be contested. And the third possibility is we might not know the outcome right away. And so I say those out loud to us today so that whatever transpires this week, we are able to say, oh yes, this was one of the possibilities that we knew might happen. And now we move forward in it so that we are not taken by surprise and knocked off of our feet. And so within those possibilities, we have a number of programming opportunities to feed us and provide us spiritual nurture and grounding this week that I hope that you will take advantage of. On Monday evening at 7 o'clock, we're going to be joining Bellingham Unitarian Fellowship in Bellingham, Washington for their Taizé service, a calming, quiet, transformative service that I hope you'll join. Tessie is a friend of mine who I served with in San Francisco many years ago, and I have attended this service before, and it is a wonderful oasis. So I invite you to attend that Monday evening at 7 o'clock. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to provide 15-minute segments of touch tones every hour from 3 to 6 on election day and from 10 to 7 on Wednesday that you can plug into for a time of spiritual nurture and grounding just as a touchstone to touch base for a little bit. So I invite you to take advantage of all of those opportunities. And then finally on Thursday, we'll join the UUA for an election vigil at 5 p.m. All of those connections will be, and Zoom links will be in the email that comes out tomorrow. So invite your attention and look forward to seeing many of you on those opportunities. I also wanted to make you aware that we'll have our next in-person gathering outside next Saturday here at the fellowship from 1 to 2:30. And not knowing what we might need next Saturday, we're gonna have a little fun and normalcy and have an animal blessing. So bring your pets. We're gonna join together for an animal blessing. If you don't have a pet, come visit. We're just gonna be together outside. If it's cold, bundle up, And we'll have a time of in-person masked distance connection next Saturday, 1 to 2:30. We'll also do our diaper drive for WACS at that time, the Women and Children's Center. Bring diapers size 5 and 6, and we'll get those to WACS for women who would otherwise not have the opportunity to have diapers. So that's next Saturday from 1 to 2:30. Once again, just thrilled to have you with us today for this service. May it uplift you, and may your heart soar more than you even thought it could in these days. And may that carry you and allow you to see the good, the love, all of the work that is happening to bring about the changes that need to happen in our world in this time. Once more, I'm thrilled to have Emma's Revolution today. Would you join me in thanking them for the gift of music that they bring? And we'll close with one of the classics for these days.
When Lee Hayes wrote the words to this song, there was kind of a tacit agreement that we were all brothers. And then some years later, somebody came up, and Lee Hayes was one of Pete's bandmates from the Weavers. And somebody came up to Pete years later and said, a woman came up and said, "Pete, I'm feeling kind of left out." So they started singing Brothers and Sisters. And then years later, a trans friend of ours came up to us in Oakland and said, "Pat, I'm feeling kind of left out." So we started singing all of the Resistors. So you can sing any version of this song that you know, and it will work with this. And whatever door you come through, wherever you come from into this gathering, know that we see you and we love you and we're with you, and we will be with you in these coming weeks and months. We will all get through this and do whatever we have to do to really move forward. So sing with us.
And thank you for having us for this wonderful, inspiring, and loving service. It's just what we needed as we head into this week.
And if you haven't yet had enough, if you go to emmasrevolution.com, we're doing a number of other events today. So we're glad to continue to be with you all. Much love. Love
Beloved, may we form our point of connection for our benediction. Beloveds, would you receive the blessing? In courage, in resistance, in justice, in strength, in power, in making noise, in lifting our hearts, in looking after each other, we are in these days stronger together, always. May you know you are loved and you are never alone as we change our world together. Blessed be, amen, and namaste.